One individual may die for an idea, but that idea will, after his death, incarnate itself in 1,000 lives. A very warm good morning to one and all present here. I, Devapriya of class 11th, is here to give a short speech about Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was born on 23rd January 1897 in Cuttack, then a part of Bengal province, Odisha division. He was the ninth child and sixth son of Prabhavati Devi and Janakinath Bose. After finishing his school education, he briefly studied at Presidency College. Later, he did his BA in philosophy from Scottish Church College at the University of Calcutta. He then studied in Britain. Though he cleared the Indian Civil Service examination, he didn't want to work under the British government, so he quit the prestigious civil service job in April 1921. Back in India, he launched the newspaper Swaraj and became associated with Bengal. In 1923, Bose became the president of All India Youth Congress. He was imprisoned in 1925 along with others for espousing the national cause. He became General Secretary of the Congress in 1927. He soon got to know the well-known leading lights of the independence movement like Jawaharlal Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi. Bose was an advocate of complete and unconditional independence for India, unlike many Congress leaders who had a more cautious approach. With the outbreak of Second World War in 1939, Bose saw an opening to put pressure on the British. But since the Congress foreign policy was clearly in sync with Nehru and Gandhi's belief that opposition to British rule in no way means supporting Nazi Germany and imperialist Japan, Bose found himself alone. So he was forced to resign. Though Bose parted away with the Congress leadership because of ideological difference with Gandhi, he had a lot of respect for Mahatma. But according to Bose, using non-violence as a tool was not enough to make India free. He therefore launched his own outfit, the All India Forward Bloc, on 3rd May 1939. Bose advocated mass civil disobedience to protest against the British decision to declare war on India's behalf without consulting the Indian nationalist leadership. He led protests in Calcutta against this. As always, he was jailed. On his release, his house was put under surveillance. He dressed as a Pathan to avoid identification and escaped to Peshawar, helped by friends and well-wishers. On 26 January 1941, he started his journey through the northwest frontier with Afghanistan, also under the British rule, to the Soviet Union. He finally reached Moscow on an Italian passport, but unable to gather support for his cause there, he went to Italy and Germany. In Germany, he instituted the Special Bureau for India and the Free India Center. In 1943, he left for Japan. The Azad Hind Fauj, or the Indian National Army INA, was first established by Captain General Mohan Singh in Singapore in 1942. Had been disbanded. Most revived it and assumed charge of it. The INA got support from Indians living in the Southeast Asia and even had a women's wing. It was at an INA rally in Burma in July 1944 that Bose famously said, "Give me blood and I shall give you freedom." Using India's northeast as an entry point, the Japanese, Burmese and the INA troops tried to occupy Kohima and Imphal, but they were forced to retreat. INA surrendered due to weather and Japanese policies. However, Bose made his refusal to surrender clear. He escaped on a plane, but this plane most probably crashed. Due to this, Subhash Chandra Bose died on 18 August 1945. The legend of Subhash Chandra Bose has only grown bigger and bigger over the years. By taking a dramatically divergent view of India's freedom struggle and then literally fighting to achieve it, he carved a special place in the imagination of his countrymen. That Bose and his army continued to fight for their country's freedom against impossible odds has made him a uniquely heroic figure of modern India. Thank you and have a nice day.
Indian National Army was an armed force formed by Indian collaborationists and Imperial Japan on 1st September 1942 in Southeast Asia during Second World War. Its aim was to secure Indian independence from British rule. It fought alongside Japanese soldiers in Latter's campaign in Southeast Asian theater. The army was first formed in 1942 under Rash Behari Bose by Indian POWs of British Indian Army captured by Japan in Malayan campaign and at Singapore. This first INA collapsed and was disbanded in December that year after differences between the INA leadership and the Japanese military over its role in Japan's war in Asia. Rash Behari Bose handed over INA to Subhash Chandra Bose. It was revived under the leadership of Subhash Chandra Bose after his arrival in Southeast Asia in 1943. The army was declared to be the Army of Bose. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose named the brigades of INA after Gandhi, Nehru, Maulana Azad, and himself. There was also an all-woman regiment named after Rani of Jhansi Lakshmi Bai. Under Bose's leadership, the INA drew ex-prisoners and thousands of civilian volunteers from the Indian expatriate population in Malaya and Burma. This second INA fought along with Imperial Japanese Army against the British and Commonwealth forces in the campaign. In October 1943, Netaji, as Bose was fondly called by the INA members, proclaimed the formation of Provisional Government of Free India, Azad Hind, and declared INA as the official army of Azad Hind. Thank you.
खत्म खत्म भड़ाए जा किसी के गीत गाए जा ये जिंदगी है कौम की तो कौम पे लुटाए जा खत्म खत्म भड़ाए जा किसी के गीत गाए जा ये जिंदगी है कौम की तो कौम पे लुटाए जा शेर हिंद आगे बढ़ बढ़ने से फिर भी तू लड़े उड़ा के दुश्मनों का सर जो शेर वतन बढ़ाए जा तू शेर हिंद आगे बढ़ बढ़ने से फिर भी तू लड़े उड़ा के दुश्मनों का सर जो शेर वतन बढ़ाए जा खत्म खत्म बढ़ाए जा खुशी के गीत गाए जा ये जिंदगी है कौम की तो कौम पे लुटाए जा चलो दिल्ली पुकार के हमें निशा संभाल के लाल किले पे गाड़ के लहराई जा खत्म खत्म भड़ाई जा खुशी के गीत गाए जा ये जिंदगी है खूब की तो खूब के लुटाई जा खत्म खत्म भड़ाई जा खुशी के गीत गाए जा ये जिंदगी है खूब की तो खूब के लुटाई जा
तुझ पे कोई गम की